Hello everyone, my name is Pam from the St Andrew's Open the Book team. Today we're continuing our Experience Easter. Do you remember the last time we heard about Jesus being in a garden praying to God? Today's scene is going to look very different. While he was still in that garden, he was arrested by soldiers and taken in front of the Jewish leaders. They had already decided that they were threatened by him and wanted to get rid of him. But although they really wanted him dead, they did not have that authority. So Jesus was taken to Pilate, the Roman governor. Pilate asked Jesus lots of questions, but Jesus just stood silently. Although Pilate could find no reason to send him to death, he was scared of the crowd. And so when they all started shouting, "Crucify him!" he listened and sentenced Jesus to death. So now let's go to the part of the Easter story that we have called Sharing Our Sorrows. What are your thoughts as you look at this scene? Soldiers led Jesus outside the walls of Jerusalem to Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. They dressed him up as a king, made fun of him, and placed a crown of thorns on his head. They nailed him to the cross and put a notice up that said, "Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews." While they waited for Jesus to die, the soldiers played a game of dice to see which of them would win Jesus' robe. They were more interested in Jesus' clothes than Jesus. When Jesus became thirsty, the soldiers offered him a sponge soaked in vinegar. Jesus was alone, despised and rejected. At 3 o'clock that day, Jesus died. This all happened on the day Christians now call Good Friday. You might think it very strange to call it Good Friday. What is good about such a sad day? Well, it's because Christians believe that Jesus did this to take away all the bad things that people have done so that they can be friends with God again. Because Jesus took away the blame for all the bad things Christians believe, they can be forgiven. And that's very good. The cross reminds Christians of the death of Jesus. But because he rose again, the cross has also become a sign of hope for anyone who is suffering. Now I would like each of you to take a small paper cross. Then write down a form of suffering or something that makes people sad. For example, it might be being lonely or being hungry. We would love to see them, so maybe your teacher can tweet us and send them to us. We will then stick them on our big cross here because we believe that God will deal with all these things that make people sad. Now I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make it your prayer, please say Amen at the end after me. Dear God, help us to remember that no matter what happens to us, however bad it seems, however sad we feel, you are always close to us and will never leave us. Amen.